you with an emergency video because we're hearing that there will be a new DLC that's gonna come out. We got our first look at that, and apparently rumors are saying it's gonna be having Valeria's Burnda as well. These are like rumors that are remains to be seen, but we're gonna get right into it. Drop a thumbs up, and we got a video coming from the homie MrDalek, who loves shaking.
The post-launch update is coming really soon to Modern Warfare 2, bringing tons of new content, and in this video we're giving you a first look at everything, as there is something absolutely huge coming which I don't think most people are ready for. That being a direct continuation of the ending of Modern Warfare 2's campaign in the form of a brand new mode which will sit alongside DMZ, being a new co-op mode called Raids. This mode will be arriving.
It's coming out on December 14, but here's the thing, right? Is this really gonna continue the storyline in a campaign way, or is it just gonna feel like Spec Ops, right? Because that's the thing I feel like a lot of people want to know, because right now it really seems like that it's not gonna be the actual campaign where it feels polished, where it feels cinematic, where it feels like that yup, you're actually playing a campaign. I feel like it's gonna be more like Spec Ops with a cutscene or two, but let's check it out.
I think on December 14th, and all we know so far is that this will be a 3-player cooperative engagement requiring teamwork and strategic puzzle-solving thinking in between bouts of intense combat. Continuing the story of Modern Warfare 2's campaign, raids are going to be the ultimate
Call of Duty and strategy. I don't know about that,
challenge for trios with a mix of stealth, all-out action, and puzzle-solving objectives, but these will essentially be multi-hour-long campaign missions with tons of puzzles in between. Now, here is the only...
I mean, let's be real. If you throw skill-based matchmaking into it, it's gonna take multi-hours before someone finishes it, right? But let's be real. It's not gonna have skill-based matchmaking.
The official screenshot that's been released so far about this raids mode to show that it is a 3-player mode where the setting of it seems to be set in an underwater base. But what a ton of you haven't realized is that Infinity Ward actually put a first look teaser image of the raids mode within Modern Warfare 2 itself via one of these Spec Ops.
Oh shit, okay, I'm kind of shaking. Let's check it out.
It's the very last piece of Spec Ops intel apparently, and it shows a room depicting being set up like the one from the Call of Duty 4 campaign mission, No Fighting in the War Room. If we compare this image to what that campaign mission is like, this room is absolutely identical to that, meaning they're paying homage, but also it being a throwback. But this also has the same hole blown in the wall, which you used to enter through into this room in the raids mode, as you did in the campaign mission, which I think is really, really cool. The whole fact that they teased this with...
Yeah, okay, that's a W though. That's actually a W now. Surely there's like a negative stigma with like, oh, of course, Valeria's kind of looking at you. So drop a thumbs up for Valeria right there. But there's a negative stigma with like rehashing, remastering, recycling content. But in this case, I feel like that's perfectly fine as long as multiplayer gets new maps, right? Then I want remaster. I feel like a lot of people want remaster maps too, but remaster maps should be like a bonus, like an added, like an extra cherry on top. It should not be the main content. The main content should be the brand new maps. Toss W if agree. Olive disagree.
Intel, which I doubt many people have even seen before, gives me real sort of Treyarch vibes that they could be teasing a lot more in the future via Intel. But this brand new raids mode sounds absolutely amazing, essentially being a zombies Easter egg quest, but within Modern Warfare 2's co-op. And if DMZ is anything to go by, this is going to be another outstandingly good co-op mode. But according to...
There were also rumors, right? In fact, not even rumors. We had in-game code that did say that there will be zombies, or perhaps it was just them testing out a mode or two. Maybe they were testing out like a Halloween update, but that never came. Maybe they're testing out a next year's Halloween update that's gonna be coming out in a year from now. It could be that, legitimately it could be that. Or maybe Treyarch's next game is being tested on the engine and that's why the code was showing up. Or maybe it's real. Maybe in the future there will be a zombies mode in Modern Warfare 2, or maybe we're gonna see zombies in Warzone 2. It could be anything, or maybe they're just testing out for the sake of it. Maybe they had plans and then they scrapped it. I guess we'll never know till it actually happens, and if it doesn't happen, then I guess we'll never know.
Industry insider Tom Henderson, we might actually have the first concrete details on what's going to happen within this raid as well, with this 3-hour mission having at least 2 puzzles involved, one focusing on numbers and the other focusing on a water maze. Now, just like with DMZ, apparently Tom Henderson reiterates that AI is going to play a big role within the raid's experience. So again, looking at how the AI is in DMZ, this could also be a pretty difficult mode. More so than that.
There we go, boys. There we go. There we go. That's it. The AI in this game, I mean, damn, man. Damn, bro. It's gonna be crazy, man.
He's also shared specifics concerning what will happen within this first raid experience, where apparently us, the players, will be reportedly tasked with infiltrating a submarine base, which will be a mission that highlights the new water mechanics with tons of underwater gameplay. And apparently during this mission, you and your 2 co-op friends...
Bruh. Y'all love water gameplay? Y'all love underwater mechanics? I mean, the underwater thing was so, like... They were talking as though we would be getting hit in the G-spot. They were like hyping that up. I remember Call of Duty Ghost was all about the fish AI. Look at how that fish moves. Oh wow, we got that fish AI as well. Never banged. And then they started hyping this up. Nobody was really hitting the G-spot though. Are we gonna be shaking this time?
I'm shaking. We'll have to infiltrate the base and go underwater and share an oxygen tank to keep breathing. And it's understood that similar scenarios will take place during other raids too, where teams will have to continuously coordinate on such tasks in order to survive, with it being described a lot like an actual raid from Destiny, but more tactical. In addition to all of this information that he shared, there's also images which he cannot share publicly, but they indicate tactical that the raids could be built from the ground up and be on their own individual maps rather than being taken from campaign missions or taken from the Warzone 2 map, which is extremely exciting. And these are going to be the official continuation of the campaign storyline. And major spoiler warning if you've not already completed the campaign, but we'll finally get to know what happened after that incredible cliffhanger with the no Russian post-credit scene. But we'll get to learn a lot more about Makarov and his plans and how that's going to affect 141 and the overall universe of Modern Warfare, which
when that happened, there was a lot of conspiracy, like, Modern Warfare 3 confirmed. But then there was that talk where it's gonna continue, right? It's gonna continue within raid, and right now that conspiracy, that talk is active again. A lot of people are assuming that this is gonna continue directly in raid. And if you're thinking that, in a way, I mean, you're not kind of wrong. I mean, if it doesn't happen, then you will be wrong. But for now, it seems very likely that that's what's gonna happen. And depending upon that, we're gonna know if we're gonna have the next Modern Warfare game or not. At this point, it seems very likely that it's gonna happen. Like, look at the numbers, okay? Are they gonna do Call of Duty Ghost 2? Probably not. Probably not.
Wrong.
I know the fans wanna say, Ghost fan wanna say wrong. We want that Ghost 2. Now, I'm not against you. I'm not against Call of Duty Ghost 2, but it's just that they are about making monies. The monies, man. The monies. And Modern Warfare 2 just broke sales. It even beat Black Ops 2, man. Black Ops 2 is considered the best Call of Duty games of all time. Modern Warfare 2 did 1 billion like 5 days, something like that. It's making paper like no other. So they're gonna say whatever about the game, even if you like it or don't. They're making monies, and surely there will be a sequel. In fact, that cliffhanger at the end confirms that they're keeping that loophole open. Now, whether this ends up being in raid, that's a different story. And if it does end up there, we have to wait and see what happens at the end of that as well. And depending upon that, we're gonna know if we're gonna have Modern Warfare 3 or not. And even if that's like concrete to the point where we're not gonna have Modern Warfare 3, we're still gonna get Modern Warfare 3. Activision, boys, that's the magic of Activision. It's gonna happen. Let's be real. It's the name alone is gonna be selling the game like crazy. It's gonna happen.
I'm so excited about. So that is one of the biggest content drops coming in the next 2 weeks, but there is even more coming, because not only that, this will also bring Shipment to multiplayer on December 14th. This is an updated version of Shipment, which is set on a cargo ship taking on water in a storm-ridden part of the Atlantic Ocean. This will definitely...
Hey, woman, bring me water right now. Don't cancel me. I heard that line, just joking around. Don't cancel me.
It'll be a very unique take on Shipment, being the fact that it's set at night in a storm-ridden part of the ocean and is going to be full-on chaos. And we can assume that with this and Shoot House now being in the game, that we will also see the Shoot the Ship playlist. There is also a new weapon set to arrive in Warzone 2 with Season 1 Reloaded, being the Chimera Assault Rifle, which looks almost identical.
Yo, watch mother truckers glitch this to get it, man. Watch this be a DMZ only unlock. That's gonna cause chaos, man. I want to know your thoughts on the M13B. I so far have not got it. I just barely be getting time to play that, but I know there has been so many people just saying that, yo, yeah, how dare you guys put it on the DMZ. It's ridiculously hard is what I'm hearing, and it's kind of funny seeing people lose their mind over that, but watch them do the same thing, bro.
To the Honey Badger from Call of Duty Ghosts, and it's going to share some very similar things, where this will have an integrated suppressor and it will have slow, high energy 300 BLK rounds, which will make it really good for close quarters combat. Now this will be unlockable through a store bundle or weapon unlock challenge, and I've seen a lot of discussion online recently that they reckon that this might also be a DMZ exclusive unlock weapon. Seen it with
See what I was saying, bro. Like, it is gonna be. You know for the fact that it's gonna be. There's no in between. Those mother truckers gonna do everything they can, man, to get them watch time up, to get that play time up, man. And they're gonna talk about that to their shareholders after the fact.
With the M13B, and perhaps they could have it where the chemist might cycle through having the M13 and a new weapon, or they might add in a completely new...
Bro, I gotta unlock that fast, because if they do that, then you'll be suffering 2 times, bro. You'll be suffering 2 times.
Boss take down in order to unlock the weapon. And I know it wasn't the most favorite method to unlock a new weapon, but I think it would add some fresh variety to the bosses that you can come across in DMZ. But it's not confirmed how you'll be able to unlock the Chimera just yet, but as soon as we know, I'll be sure to keep you guys in the loop. But there's also a few new operators coming with Season 1 Reloaded, being Gaz, we all know and love from Task Force 141, and
yo, for the love of God, don't drop the homie behind a $20 paywall, but you know that's what they're gonna do.
Also a secret operator called Klaus, who we don't know much about yet, but is a member of the Denmark Elite Special Forces. I'm sure we'll learn a lot more about those specifics really soon. With all of this content scheduled to release on December 14th, this next season for Modern Warfare will not start until February 2nd, which gives us a whole month and a half of no new content coming. But here's where I think there's going to be a ton
It do be kind of feeling too late though, like February 1st, damn, bro.
Of new surprises coming later down the line in Season 1. There is no doubt in my mind that they would leave the game for a month and a half without adding anything new at all, and I reckon with Season 1 Reloaded, there's going to be a ton of stuff dropping right at the beginning and then throughout December, and also in...
I really hope so. And another thing that I wanna see happen is like events, like new events in Warzone 2. Warzone 1, man, like they had a banger. I didn't really know Live Chat. I didn't really play it because it's not my cup of tea. I still am not playing Warzone 2. I played one game and that's about it, but I'm not into it, right? Like, it's been done, like, it's old, right? But if you like it, that's perfectly fine. I'm not saying I hate it. I'm just saying I don't play it, but I want to play it. I want to see more events. I want to see more updates for that. Warzone 1 was a banger, regardless of your and my opinion. Regardless of that, it did numbers. And guess what they did? They did this. Bruh. We cannot have events. We do not know how to do events. They only done Black Ops Cold War event. That was actually really good. The event garbage reveal event, that was the second one. I mean, at least they did that, but people didn't like that much, right? But try doing more of that. It's like one event a year, and it's like the homies get bomb
in January, because we look at Black Ops Cold War with their Season 1 Reloaded update. Not only did they drop a lot with that update, but they also had a lot of other things going live several weeks later, such as a brand new zombies map before Season 1 even ended. With Modern Warfare 2 doing so incredibly well, I think they're going to be pulling out all the stops to deliver a ton of content extremely often. One of the other big things coming with this Reloaded update is the first post-launch update for Warzone 2 and DMZ. And this, I reckon, is going to be absolutely huge for both of those modes. As I
don't know about that one, though. It's probably going to be $20 bundle. Probably gonna be that. I hope not, though. I hope it's something big, though.
There are quite a few issues with Warzone 2, and there is quite a few things that I'd like to see changed in DMZ, and this is the first time that they'll be able to hear all of the player feedback since the mode's launched, and be able to work on adjusting and changing things so that the DMZ mode can be even better. I wouldn't put it past them to update DMZ, adding in some more contracts and some more world events going on. Another huge thing is that sooner or later, a lot of players are going to start finishing all of the tier 5 missions for all 3 factions. So I reckon that we should expect to see at least 1 more Legion added to those missions. And if not, I could expect to see 1 to 2 more tiers of missions added for those 3 factions to keep the game feeling fresh. The big question on everyone's mind is what happens after all those missions have been done and dusted. What is next for DMZ?
That's when you go in the microtransaction shop and make them rich and buy more content. Now, don't do that, man. It's not gonna increase your dong size. It's not gonna give you a bigger schlong. It's gonna only hurt your wallet. You're gonna get that dopamine boost, and then you're gonna come crashing down. It's not gonna help you. Don't do that. Don't buy microtransaction. Don't do that.
DMZ, what is the end game?
Unless you're rich and you don't care about it, you know.
And like, that's when I'm this is going to be the really important thing that they're going to need to tackle with the first post-launch update with Season 1 Reloaded and going further on. I did a massive 20-minute long video called We Need to Talk About DMZ, where I discuss everything I like and everything I think should be changed. And feedback I've gotten from that video is absolutely incredible. We've got an over 1,500 comments.
And people did shake is what he's saying. But ladies and gentlemen, click on this video on the screen. We got some of the huge bumbleclot moment of all time. I'm pretty sure. See to believe. Subscribe, and I will see you